What up, y'all? It's your boy T. Lou back in effect. Man, it's been a minute. It's been about a month and a half to two since I made my last video. Man, I think last time I did it, it was right before, I had to put my little baby boy Prince down, man, and I just wasn't feeling uh, just, talking on a video, because usually he would be in the videos and shit like that, so nigga would just be feeling bad. But right now, I'm getting back into it, and I kind of just want to, touch the subject on just self-love. You know what I'm saying? Before anything else, before you love, your girl. You know what I'm saying? Or your man, your kids, and just anything else. You gotta learn how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself, and that's not the same thing as being selfish. It's, you know what I mean, making sure that you're doing the best for yourself, and putting yourselves in the best situations and predicaments throughout life so you can be successful. It's basically, if you're eating McDonald's twice a day, 3 times a day, 5 times a week, that's not self-love. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you just supplying your body and your mind with the right, nutrients and ingredients, and just the knowledge, the information that we need to be, productive in this life. Because everything, I don't know, it's just, everything is just not promised. So, you got to make sure you loving yourself. And in order to love someone else or something else, you have to love yourself first. But if you don't love yourself, you going to show that other person, just straight, it's going to be streaky. You're going to be streaky with the love. You might show it, for a week straight, and you go on a week and a half, 2 weeks straight where you're not showing enough love. You know what I mean? So I feel like every day when if you're single out there, like I'm single. So I've been single for about maybe a year and a half to 2 years. So I've been practicing on loving myself. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of myself, doing things, just making sure I'm not settling. And that's part of self-love too. Just don't settle. Make sure you're putting yourselves in the best spots. Self-love, making sure you're getting the right kind of love from the other person that you're being involved with. You just make sure that you're in those situations where you don't have to question anything. Self-love, man, I think it's a big thing. Just making sure that you're on top of your game. You know what I'm saying? And I think when we step back and we look at this generation, most of today's generations are only, a lot of people are with other people just because they don't want to be alone. Not maybe because they're really feeling the love from somebody. Maybe they're, they're with the person because they got money, they got this, they're their status. It's more of a status-driven, it's more status-driven relationships these days. I don't know how many relationships I see every day that's just based off genuine love and like, I want to grow old with you type of love. I think that I value the old school. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see a 70, 80-year-old couple just, get in the car, go get some groceries, come back, I feel like, I feel good. I feel good because that's just kind of the, a leftover chunk of just that, the generations that came even before mine. And I respect that, and I have, the utmost respect for it, because I feel like now it's just, people in relationships, like I said, for different reasons, but it's, before we can get into these relationships, we have to make sure if we're loving ourselves like we should, we will do better on judging the relationships that we get in. Self-love is not getting in a relationship with a person that's going to be detrimental to my success, to my health, to anything like that. You know, if this person has been, you know, just got out of a relationship, if they've been, you know, gone through this and then they've just got out of an engagement, they just broken off, you know what I'm saying, the engagement, they're finna get married, something like that. That person, it's not right to jump in, even if you have strong feelings for that person. We're impulsive, you know. A lot of people these days are impulsive. It's like, okay, I want it now. She's out of her relationship. I'm not in a relationship. Let's get into it. But we have to, you know, be aware of yours and the other person's feeling and well-being. That person is not emotionally stable, and they're not able to show you the love, and they got to work on loving themselves because they didn't get the love from their spouse or whoever they were with. Not enough. Obviously, they didn't get enough love, so they need to fill that in with themselves, with being with time, you know, throughout time, giving them time to heal, love themselves, learn how to get a you know, basically, you know what I'm saying, grab an identity within themselves, especially if they got out of a long-term relationship. Just making sure, you know, that they're right mentally. I think, man, self-love is big, you know, and I think, you know, my self-love has grown. And, I mean, even more, like I said, with my dog Prince, you know what I'm saying, passing away, it's now it's kind of like, man, I know he loved, you know what I'm saying, loved his daddy, and I know he, you know what I'm saying, he want to see me be successful. And I know, you know what I'm saying, throughout our little journey, you know, I've been grinding and trying to get to that light, and he was with me the whole way. So I know, you know, he's thinking about me, and he wants me to get to it. But, you know, I think in order to get everything done and put that love out in the air, that positive, that like my positive vibe, you know, and I know people feel it because they tell me it all the time. Hey man, you know, if I'm not smiling, hey man, what's up, man? What's wrong with you? I don't see that smile. I don't see the, you know what I'm saying, the energy, because I love myself. You know what I'm saying, and I'm not like talking about some Kanye shit. I'm just saying I love myself because you don't know, I mean, where you gonna get that love from in the meantime. You know, your parents, you know what I'm saying? Most of our parents love us. I got one parent, my mom. She loves me more than anything in this world. Me and my little brother. My little brother loves me. But your spouse, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, significant other, their love is a little, it's in a different category of love. If you're not getting that type of love daily, then you have to make sure that you're serving yourself that love every day, because you're not, you know, you don't know what could happen. And by that time, if you get involved with a person, and basically you shouldn't rely, and I heard Will Smith say that you shouldn't rely on that other person to make your day, to make you feel a certain way, because you should have gone through a phase where you just built the love for yourself. So if something, you know what I'm saying, if anything could happen, you know what I mean, so you should be able to have that love for yourself, and the love from the other person should be just on top of that. It should be a bonus. And I feel like self-love is more just significant and valuable, because like I said, everybody doesn't have a long time significant other, especially this generation. Man, I don't know, and you know, any of my boys have relationships over, you know what I'm saying, 5 to 10 years, and maybe one, you know what I'm saying, maybe one or two. Everybody else, you know, on the single tip, I got, you know, I got a couple married partners, but it ain't many. You know what I mean? And so it's like we really got to make sure we out here loving ourselves and doing right, and not putting ourselves in bad situations, and making sure that we're doing whatever we can to build ourselves up, so nobody else can break us down, and that's the bottom line. So y'all follow the channel, man. I'm putting this up, and yeah.